What is going on, guys? It's Gossip Gamer here. We are back on Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. It's time to head into our class meeting trial, whatever it's called. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crimes. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? I'm gonna go with Leon. The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? It's Leon. It's upside down. Rotate it. It's Leon.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Here we go then. How do I... Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed. Hey.
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Hold on.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already in the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how death row inmates feel when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is he not more likely to find a way to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Hello? You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Halloween movie set, right? I'm not even close to total shit. Okay, we'll find your assigned seat and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up! We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so everyone could see everyone, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. I mean, I stood, not sat. So first of all, that's wrong. And so, the curtain of our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Yes, I'll save my data. Yes. Oh, set skills? Okay, what's this? Truth bullets. Okay, so scratch gouges on the bed. Makoto took this from the gym. Okay. That's the key one for me. That one there. Leon. It's just Leon upside down. Okay. Out there. What skills can we set? Apparently none. There are no skills that we have. Oh, there we go. Increase damage to opponents when the statement is destroyed. Okay, we'll have that. There we go, let's finish the preparations. All rise!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates
Wow.
even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Oh my god.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
You are correct,
Oh,
Celeste.
no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Presumably, if Casey needs to.
That about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak out about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. My first non-stop debate is about to start. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. As things progress through you will engage in other non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth the lies or contradiction buried within their statements. What this means is you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim and then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Know that if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. I don't think it's going to be fun. It's going to be horrible. Make your argument. Having a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
No shit.
You know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
There's evidence of a
She
struggle.
didn't even have a chance to resist.
Come on! Huh? Something's off about what was just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened in my room. Oh my god, for this first debate, oh my god, I can't read. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute the claim's lies or contradiction, the argument will repeat. Within the group of statements, some words will appear in a different colour. Did you happen to notice? This represents a potential weak hole, and I did shoot. I've got aim at the word in particular. Okay. Oh, fucking bastard, that's why. Okay. That makes sense.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
No shit.
You know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most like the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
She did.
No, it's wrong.
Break.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Exactly.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Yeah. Derp-a-derp-a-doo.
Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She
No.
must have been attacked
course
in
not.
the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That
No
must
shit.
have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Yeah, shut up, Chihiro.
Okay,
Chihiro.
so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Oh my god, Hifumi. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. I know what was killed to use Sayaka. Used to kill Sayaka. Right. Well yeah, kitchen knife set, obviously.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her
Let
stomach.
me take it.
Without a doubt, That is the murder weapon.
No shit.
So the killer used some random knife they had?
Yes.
No, it's wrong.
Jesus Christ.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Almost.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
No shit.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
My god, these people are fucking idiots.
I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
It's because it's you, Leon.
Right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Thank you, Kyoko.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Exactly.
You really believe that?
She's right. She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well that I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. We'd like to hear more. Absolutely. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it will steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak points. Concentrating like this will consume focus gauge, and this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over the time, so that your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. What we got now? Howie's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
No shit.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret.
No.
Nope.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
You're wrong. Howie says differently.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Yeah, Hina.
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I want to go eat some tea from the kitchen last night. I know it's huge with you. But we're having the tea when I'm using to work on my dad. Really like tea.
Don't know why you use that voice. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking tea in the dining hall?
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time.
Yeah, see?
In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Yeah, because I mean, if she is
Speaking
helping
of
to
which,
get everyone
I'd
get
like
it
to
wrong,
ask
she
there,
would die.
If there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
The rest will
So,
die.
in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Not necessarily. If you want to screw over them, you always could.
What if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Thank you.
Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay,
See?
so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure. But can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
that's
There we
right.
go.
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Go, Sakura.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right. But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
We were making
Just
out.
spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means, we have airtight alibis.
Damn right.
Stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations? We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Exactly.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl
They're
spending
both
the night
girls, you
together?
fucking nonce.
It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are?
Fucking
Oh my
idiot.
gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah,
What'd they
that's
say
true.
about the power levels,
One other
Sakura?
person did come to
It's
the dining
over
hall while we were
9,000.
Fuck me.
Why didn't you say so in the first
King
place?
sounds like Vegeta.
there. Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Sayaka.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
I reckon she took the knife, she
When
tried to
came
use
the
it on
dining
Leon,
hall,
and then
she
Leon
didn't even look
turned
at
it round
us.
on her, maybe?
She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely,
The person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Possibly,
In that
yes.
case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Asshole.
He did do it after all. No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Oh my god.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Yeah, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's going to
Hold
die.
on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Exactly.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
Shit.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please, because I fucking don't have a clue what she's on about. As things advance further in the case, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim less. Oh god. Shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh god. Something that should have been in the scene, but wasn't. And that must be the crucial point. We need to figure out what that something is. Why are there so many H's? A? Oh, hair. Yes, hair. Hair should have been there.
Now
God.
I understand.
There's no hair.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
That's like when you fucking forget that. Jesus, I haven't played this for like over a week, so my god.
The culprit removed some evidence?
Of course they
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
Exactly.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene, if the crime scene is in my room?
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that
No,
Sayaka
because if that was
had
the
ever
case,
been there.
Sayaka's dead body
That
wouldn't have been
makes
left there.
sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case,
Exactly.
they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true. Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
So
The
can't that be
killer got rid of it
nonsense?
all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
No, he
We can
isn't.
decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No.
Yeah.
There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Is it because
Do you
Frieza's
remember
coming?
anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in
actually,
the
yes.
main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
That's break the door.
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Let's
There
break
was
the doorknob.
clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yes, I do. The object the killer broke was the doorknob. Where is it?
I got it!
There we go.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Hell yeah, she is.
The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
True. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This
Yep.
is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice
Oh,
you
shut
have
up,
is
mate.
to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Hopefully. Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear it? Yes, please. Fucking hell. From here on out, the number of weak points will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. You use a truth built on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and influence gauge will take damage. Fuck. Now this isn't important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you'll fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Well, fuck. This is where you find out I haven't got enough evidence. Okay. Bathroom door frame. Okay, so.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yep.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yep.
Then the killer ran after her,
Yep.
and they got into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
I think it might be
Because
this one.
Sayaka had locked it.
No, she hadn't locked it.
Finally,
What?
the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, they stabbed
It
Hang on, let's get back round.
We already know the answer.
Right.
The incident took
Boom,
place. Sayaka was
boom,
first. She then
boom,
fled into the
Then the
boom.
killer ran and they got into the back. At that point,
The killer had to try and bust down because Sayaka had locked it.
No, she didn't. Door frame was fucked.
No, it's wrong.
Break.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked.
Yeah,
After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
exactly.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Exactly.
What are you talking about? My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
yep, true as true can be.
Thank you,
But
Monokuma.
you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
Wow.
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer
Yep.
didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay.
Exactly.
But then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because they're an idiot.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Yeah,
The
Leon.
killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The names on the doors had switched. The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so he didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the crime scene I didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What?
Exactly.
Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Exactly. Yeah,
Well,
bitch.
to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
Exactly.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Exactly.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Exactly.
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Which could be anyone.
Couldn't have done it.
Yeah, bitch. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Oh, wow.
What happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
But you're all gonna die then.
You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
I think this is a good point to end the episode, because it seems like a turning point in the debate, and I'll leave you on a cliffhanger. So thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below, and if you want to see more of this, do subscribe to the channel, as I upload every day. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.